Hello everyone, Miki here, and welcome to this video. This is part 4 of the series Gel Press Printing, Adding Texture with Things You Have at Home, and this is the last video in the series. I might do an additional video to show you what I've done with these prints. So in this video, I'm using LIQUITEX soft body acrylics, and I'll put the colors in the description below this video. So you can see I'm just making small, putting small blobs of paint on my gel press plate, and you will see what I do afterwards. This time I'm the tool that I'll be using to apply the paint would be my fingers. So as you can see, I'm using 4 colors. It's a yellow, a magenta, a turquoise green, and green. And you can use any colors you wish. So this time I won't be using a brayer to apply the paint. In a moment you'll see what I'm doing. So now I'm starting to spread the paint with my fingers, and I'm doing one color at a time so as not to mix the colors. This is a liquid paint, so it distributes very easily on the plate. And in between, when I start spreading another color, I clean my finger with a towel, a paper towel. Now you can see I add a little bit more paint here and there, just to be able to spread, to make the circles a little bit larger. And now I'm using copy paper just to lift off some of the paint. And this page I keep because you will see I'll be using it later in the project. And now I'm contemplating whether I should lift off some more paint. So at this point you can see I'm thinking and eventually I decide to lift off some more paint, because I put on a lot of paint and it was just a bit too much for the effect that I was looking for. I'm pressing very lightly when I lift this, and this page I'll also be setting aside to use later in the project. Now I'm adding a green as a background color to take this print. So I'm using my large brayer to spread the paint, and it's quite a thin layer of paint. It's not necessary for a lot of paints. Little bits of paint work much better on a gel press plate. And now what you'll see is I'm going to use, to add texture, I'm using, these are vitamin wrappings and some bubble wrap that I'm using to add some texture to the print. So nothing is planned, it's very spontaneous. Excuse me. I'm not thinking too much. I'm just feeling where I should go. And once I have enough texture on the plate, I'm going to take the print now, or lift the print. Now I'm rubbing, I'm pressing quite hard, so as to lift as much of the paint as possible. As I said before in the other videos, this is the moment of truth and a very exciting moment, and it came out beautifully. I really love this print. You can see the texture and you can see how beautifully the colors work. And here I'm using the paint that I lifted off earlier. I'm just pressing a little bit to add to you, because there was a lot of paint, so it stayed wet. So I'm adding more of the paint back onto the gel plate. Sometimes I wasn't careful, and I covered too much of what was already on the plate, and so it lifted off, but I put it back on. And now I'm using an orange as a background color to take the print. Again, I'm just going to brayer it with my large brayer. It's a thin layer of paint. And the exciting moment to see what it looks like. So I'm pressing quite hard to make sure that I'm lifting off as much paint as possible. And this is beautiful. I really love it. So I'm very, very happy with how it came out. And I'll show you both of the prints. There they are. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've watched all 4 videos in the series, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon for some other creative videos.